Yeah, I'm still here. I'm
And
just
there
not
we
going to
go.
be using video tonight.
That's all
Hello,
right.
everybody. How
We all
is
had them.
everyone tonight?
Fat and sassy.
I'm kind of a
Whoa.
bit tired.
Hey, thanks so much for that follow. There we go, waiting for the thing to catch up. Oh, hey, Blair. Thanks so much for that follow. Welcome to the guild.
Welcome, traveler.
Alright, so, last time on Badlands, because it's been a hot sec, let's see. We had our sort of side quest group learning all the things that happened with Minerva after our first party went through and left Minerva behind. Lisa or Jem, do either of you want to do a quick recap on what happened?
So we were out exploring this abandoned town in Georgia, I think, yeah, and things got weird, and there was some time travel stuff, and then we ended up separated, and then at a creepy mansion, and then things got weird again. People did drugs.
I forgot about that part.
And now we're at a different creepy place, which is 110% haunted.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Pretty good summary. Then before that, our first party went through the Clark Research Asylum, pardon me, where they saw this white-haired professor-looking type running away from them and seemed to recognize Vinny. And this other girl, Sari, who also seemed to recognize Vinny after a while. And the last line of that game was, you know, you really disappointed him. That was Sari to Vinny.
Yep, and Vinny definitely has a retort. Vinny immediately, he stops because he was like walking away because like this is a waste of time, right? Mm-hmm. So he stops and he says, I answer to no one, and then keeps going. I've been thinking of that line for the past 3 weeks, damn it!
Oh, that's great. Also of note, Lisa Ping, the character, found a genealogy book at the Baker Clark estate, which seems to have Minerva listed in it. And also a music box, which plays the music that you hear right now. And inside the music box were 2 little figures that circle each other, like they're chasing each other, sort of playing. And one is a blonde-haired girl with green eyes, and one's a white-haired boy with blue eyes. And everybody happened to see a little white-haired boy at the very end of the last one, and introduced himself as Xander. And the last line there was, have you seen Minerva? I can't find her anywhere.
Wait, hold on. Quick question. What color were the girl with the long white hair when we were in the insane asylum?
There wasn't a girl with white hair in this insane asylum.
There's Sari, who's got dark hair as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
No, like the girl that we found like in the tub full of mysterious liquid.
Yes,
what was her eye
that's
color?
Sari.
Yeah, that's Sari.
Question mark? She's...
I don't actually remember. Let me, let's pull up the picture here. We'll take a quick look.
I want to know her eye color so I could, like, get, like, a good,
It's hard to tell.
20.
It's hard to tell in the murk. But
I'd
say, like, a green? A hazel?
Dang it, I had a theory, but now it's been debunked.
I will tell you, her eye color is probably not important. I will give that one to you. So,
It's all important, Raven.
I thought they made
so
the
that kind of catches us all
Yeah.
up. I don't know why that didn't work. Discord should have pulled up there, Blair, but it's. There you go. But I think that catches us all up on where we are in the game. Today we'll be going back to the Clark Research Asylum, and we're going to be seeing Ping join the original group through magic. Ping's going to find herself teleported away from where she was to here. Before we do that, though, let's do a quick go around with everybody and tell us a little bit about you, your character, and where we can find you on the internet. We'll start with Rowan.
I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. You can find me here on Twitch as Rowan North. I'm also Rowan North on Facebook and DeviantArt. I also have a joint channel with Raven, and we do streams on Sundays and then whenever it fits. Especially now that we're less busy.
Yeah.
And that's R&R streaming here on Twitch. You can also find me as Madame Pirate on Instagram, Etsy, and Redbubble. And should I say what my character is, Raven?
Yeah. Just give us a quick refresh on your character since it's been a bit.
Okay.
What is it? Oh! Sorry.
Oh?
The cloud bot isn't up and running. That's why none of the commands are working. Let me just fix that real quick. I forgot to restart.
My name's
I
there.
restarted my computer, and I always forget to turn it back on when I do that.
That's all right. My character is Vinny Vincent Gonzalez, the Rat Man. He is a renegade for life, very antisocial, has zero personal skills whatsoever. However, he is a tank. He is got incredible reflexes, and in general, just he kicks butt, and that's pretty much it.
He was on a motorcycle,
Oh yes, he loves his motorcycle.
Nice.
which he stole.
Nobody touches the motorcycle.
Which he
Oh, yes.
stole.
Okay, but he did pay, sort of. He gave him all the money he has. He currently has no money, so he kind of paid for the bike. He just couldn't pay the full price for the bike.
It was a forced
You-
bribe, so that's considered stealing.
He basically
He's-
stole it and felt bad and gave a little bit of money, despite stealing it.
It's all his money. That's the thing. Is morally, he feels like that's a good trade. He gets a bike, but he gives this guy all he has.
Yeah, he just decided to pay, on a sliding scale.
Yep. Clearly, on the curve, he is the one who's on the top. This is talking about the zero
Yeah.
personal skills that I'm talking about.
Let's see if that fixed it. Yeah, now it's working. All right, and then Jem, tell us a little bit about you, your characters in this case, and then where we can find you on the internet.
Hello, my name is Jem. I'm just your typical teenage girl. You can find me on YouTube, my YouTube channel, The Only Gem. What I do on that channel, just, make memes, animation, art, whatnot. And the characters I'm playing is Gem. She is, kind of like an energetic kind of girl. She has a little bit dragoness, because, a long purple tail coming out her backside and some horns coming out the side of her head. And she kind of brings everybody hopes of kind of like the glue that make sure people don't go make rash decisions. And she sometimes fights
You
with
ain't stopping Vinny. I'm just saying.
And the second character I have is Boo, which, spoiler, is actually Jem's older brother. And let's just say his characteristic is he kind of has little cat ears and tail on him that are part of his body. He's part of a. He's like really smart, knows how to work machines good. But let's just say, not really good with people skills.
All right.
So I guess Boo and Minnie will kind of get along, maybe?
Nope.
Hey, we'll see. Also, Boo will kick Minnie's ass if he bullies his little sister.
Okay, this will be
Good luck.
interesting. All right, and then Riley, tell us a little bit about you, where we can find you on the internet, and then since you haven't really interacted with this particular character yet, I can talk a little bit about who you're playing initially. But feel
Yeah.
free to tell us a little bit about Maria, who we'll hopefully meet by the end of the night.
Yeah, so I'm Riley. My tag is Makawaka Kiki. You can find that on Twitch, and yeah, so I'll be playing Sari for the first bit, which is who they met briefly, I think, at the asylum.
Mm-hmm.
And but I will be playing Maria, or Maria, who is Vinny's sister, actually. And yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. Trying to do this correctly. MAKAWAKAKIKI, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I just typed it wrong the first time. Okay.
Was that Hawaiian?
No, it's gibberish.
Oh.
Although that is funny because
Perfect.
she is. Is it? Which of the islands is your family from? Riley?
Samoa.
Samoa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Samoan.
Very cool. All right. Well, let's jump right into everything here. I was going to mention a bit about Sari. So this is Sari. There's not a whole lot known about Sari yet, other than the fact that she was kind of locked into a room where there was nothing but this weird-looking liquid, and she could seemingly breathe inside of it. Then she seemed to kind of recognize Vinny at the end there, but that's about all we really know. And she seems to be one of the professor's experiments, and Vinny knows that the professor experimented on a number of different people, and is trying to catch up with this professor to stop him, get revenge. And that's about it. So we will go ahead and
Do
start
I
back
get
right.
a snippet?
Did I skip
Oh,
you?
you forgot Lisa.
I am so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Listen, know the sack of potatoes in the corner.
I am so tired. I did, for any that don't know, I did a 24-hour stream yesterday
This morning?
this morning. So running on very little sleep. So I apologize.
You're
but yes,
fine.
last
You're
but
fine.
certainly not least, Lisa, tell us a little bit about you, your character, and where we can find you on the internet.
I'm Lisa. My character is Ping. Ping is the reason her name is Ping is because she is blind, which everyone seems to forget, and it's like ping on a sonar.
Echolocation.
It's echolocation. It's a joke about I can't see anything, so whoops. As for myself, I am not really present super much on the internet. You can find my Instagram at arachnequeen. And there's some art and stuff on there. But beyond that, I used to have an active channel on YouTube, but I have neglected it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's about it. And my
All
character
right.
is actually very good with talking to people. And and
Kissing Boo.
but she might be facing the wrong way when she talks to you.
And
when
everybody-
Can't
Boo's
make
like-
eye contact.
And
when
everybody
Boo's
forgets that
rabbit
she's
holes are
blind.
turning around.
Yeah, and everybody tends to forget that she is blind.
Yeah.
And still has one of my favorite quotes in the game so far, which is, "Hey, what just happened? More magic fuckery." Sorry. Normally I can multitask chat and do the game, but just not tonight, apparently. So yeah, let's start back up from where we were. So we've got Vinny and we've got Jem. You're both in front of the now broken sort of tank / prison cell that Sari was in.
Was it broken, or did Vinny close the hole?
You're right. So it wasn't broken; it's just emptied. Yeah, you did the gate and you closed it.
It wasn't even emptied because you said it was refilling constantly. So instead, it was like
Did
a torrent.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm here to fact check you,
misremembering.
fam.
Appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, it actually is still full. And then I think Sari came out of the tank.
She did not yet.
Or was going to, at any rate. Now she is. So Sari's outside of the tank and she's in front of you all. You've got Minerva there, Vinny, and Jem. And then Linnea is suddenly nowhere to be found. And in place of where Linnea was standing, there is now this blind sort of scientist holding presumably a bag which has all your stuff in it, including the book and the music box.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess when Vinny turns to say, "I answer to no one," all of a sudden, Sari's outside of the enclosure and somebody else is there. He pauses and is just like, "Fucking magic," and just keeps going through.
Okay.
You know, like magic.
Another thing we need to do real quick. Can everybody remind me where your sanity is at the moment?
Oh shoot, let me look.
I think mine was like at a 1 or 2.
Yeah, you had lost it last time.
I fucking went crazy.
My sanity is at 4. Vinny's sanity is 4.
Vinny's at 4. Okay. And what was Boo at? Boo is also with Ping, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
I think it was like at a 3.
3. Okay. And then Riley, yours is going to be your mental score times 2.
Okay.
And we'll just...
So I'm at a 6.
Okay. We'll just stick with that.
So
and then
Sari
once we
has to worry about that too?
Oh yeah, everybody does. even the you don't know where they stand guys and the bad guys. And then Rowan
Good.
was Vinny. You already said that before.
Vinny, yes.
And then Lisa.
Trying to find it.
I remember you were actually doing pretty decent on sanity, if I remember right.
Yeah, I was. I want to say I was somewhere around like a 5.
That sounds about right. We'll go
That
with
sounds
that.
right to me. Okay, that works.
All right. So yeah, Vinny keeps walking. Jem, you now see Boo there. And then, yeah, Lisa, Ping is there with no idea where you are because you can't see what's going on. But you hear dripping It smells like an old, musty building. And you can hear just very creepy sounds.
Hello?
Alright, I'm about to describe the most heartfelt reunion a brother and sister could have after not seeing each other for like 2 years.
Are you playing both characters?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Jem looks at Boo. It has to like take like a double take to know like if that's actually Boo or just her imagination, like or sanity, like playing tricks on her. She's like, Boo? And then Boo looks at her, it's like, Jem, I found you! And then they both run at each other and just in a hug, tears coming down both of their faces. Like if you
Aw.
like to see that, you're like, oh my god, oh so sad and so happy at the same time.
So it's like I imagine those anime scenes where there's the slow run through the field. You know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Kind of like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm picturing Oron at the moment.
I thought about that scene in Soul Eater. Soru, Black Star, Soru, Black Star.
I'm imagining the Titanic theme playing in the background.
Glorious. Everything about this is glorious.
Oh my gosh.
It is somehow inexplicably like sunset, even though it wasn't before.
And we're inside.
Yes.
There's
And there's no
clouds.
windows.
Yeah.
You said you were in the field, so
And everybody's
you are
just like,
Alright.
there.
So Jim and Boo are having their heartfelt reunion. Pang is just saying, hello? How do people react to seeing all of this?
Vinny has a vendetta and something to do. He's trying to catch up with the one doctor that they saw.
oh, I wanted
Um,
Vinny to be jealous, like see, like these brother and sister got reunion, not him with his sister.
I am sorry, Jem. Vinny don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Vinny is Honey Badger. Honey Badger don't
Should
care.
have had him that instead of a rat. Anyways, but he is focused on a target currently, and that target is moving quickly away, and he's hoping to catch up, especially since he wasted time with Sari.
I legit wonder how Vinny's gonna act when he sees his sister. Like, oh my god, that's like personality change.
We'll find out. All right, and then Sari, you've just recognized Vinny a bit. You're now outside of the tank that was full of water that you could somehow breathe in, and you see all this happening. What are you gonna do?
Sari's going to follow Vinny, but at a distance.
Okay,
Just very curious.
perfect. Is anyone gonna help the blind person that showed up in the hallway?
Okay. Okay, we will help us after like the heartful reunion is done. They like talked over like, oh my god, I haven't seen you 2 years. What happened? How'd you get separated from the family and stuff like that?
I'm so
Okay.
happy for you both.
So
And it shows.
Does Minerva help? Does Minerva figure out she's blind?
Well, everyone knows, they just forget.
Vinny hasn't paid enough attention to you. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Actually, this Minerva doesn't know you're blind.
Oh, true.
Um,
Because didn't the other one get like ripped out of reality?
She just disappeared. You don't know what happened to her. But if you could see this one, you would be able to see that she looks a lot younger. When she speaks, you might be able to tell a little bit in her voice that she's younger.
Ah,
Blair. All right, so yeah, I guess at this point Minerva would probably be like, what the crap is going on? Why are there new people here? What happened?
and why are those two crying while hugging each other?
Gay! No.
They're brother and sister, even though not biologically, but still.
So, Ping, you'll recognize Minerva's voice at this point, that she's freaking out, going, what the hell is going on here?
Minerva? Hey, Minerva, help.
She looks at you like, do I know you?
Okay, I can feel the confusion in the air. It's me, the blind one.
Oh, you're blind. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I guess not.
Well, I'd be happy to help you. So she moves over to Ping and kind of holds her arm out and grabs Ping's hand and puts it on her arm.
You feel smaller.
Feels smaller?
Yeah. Did you shrink?
I don't know, did I? And she pulls, she reaches into one of the mini pockets on the vest and coat that she's wearing and pulls out this tape measure and steps on one end and starts holding up to her head.
Why does she have a tape measure in her
And then she holds it out and looks at it and goes, no, I think that's the same height. And she pulls out a notebook from another pocket and flips through it and goes, yep, same height. Ooh, I should note that. Being teleported does not affect height.
Being teleported?
Yeah, I was sitting on a chair and I was looking at this little golden gizmo. And then all of a sudden I saw these people and I was here instead of in my study.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for informing me of that.
Enlightening.
Boo gets up from like the hug and goes over to Pink's like, I think this might be a different Minerva than the one we know. You know, time travel.
Oh, okay. That makes
Makes complete sense.
enough sense.
Listen, I stuck my hand through a portal that traveled through time to grab something. Don't diss me on time travel.
I'm jealous, honey.
You know, you're a kid, you're real big sometimes.
So Minerva puts everything back in her pockets, including the gold thing, which looks vaguely like a pocket watch. Puts it back in her pocket and starts following Vinny. So Vinny, as you keep walking, let's see. You get to go around the corner and you get to some stairs here. What track is playing? Yeah, that's perfect. So you get to these stairs, and it seems to be the only way to go is up. And as you look up into that sort of space between the stairs as they wrap around, you can see a little tuft of white hair going up the stairs almost all the way up to the top. They pause and slowly lean over the side of the rail and look down at you and just kind of chuckle. And it's the white-haired professor. He just kind of chuckles, takes note of you, and then takes note of Sari behind you, chuckles again, and keeps walking.
Fuck this dude. Well, regardless, Vinny's gonna keep following him.
Okay.
Just kind of gives that same glare that he did before through the window. And then just as this professor continues walking, he continues to follow.
All right.
It's a good thing Vinny doesn't want to kill you right now, Mr. Professor. Otherwise, you'd already be dead.
Oh, does Vinny actually say anything like that, or does he just silently
that's
keep
just
walking?
me.
Okay. Sari, you've noticed this as well. You're close enough behind Vinny to see the professor going up the stairs. You know that he's noticed you and chuckled at you. Do you have any reactions, or do you say anything, or do you just quietly keep following Vinny?
So she hurries and runs up to Vinny and just kind of stands really close behind him and whispers to Vinny, like, "Do you think he saw me?"
What? That that man?
Yeah,
You weren't exactly trying to hide.
I didn't know we were gonna walk around the corner and see him there.
I've been following him since I got here.
How was
Why?
I supposed to know that? I was inside of a jar.
Why are you concerned?
Sari just kind of looks at him like, "Are you dumb?"
But he just keeps walking.
She just continues to follow really close behind him. And then she trips, I think. I
Okay.
don't know. Let's see. Does she trip? What should I...
Does she?
She's super nervous, so like...
You could give me a nimbleness check for that one.
Nimbleness.
I'm gonna open up Minerva's character sheet so I can look at a character sheet while we're
Oh, well, there we go.
talking here.
She trips.
Yup. so
Probably
yeah.
falls down a few steps.
Why is Minerva's page blank now? All the scores are gone. Weird. Oh no, there they are. Alright. Just took it a second to load. Okay, so yeah, as you're walking, Vinny, Sari is very close behind you and then just face plants hard into the stairs. Probably falls down a few, like down to the next curve where it, one flight goes up and then it turns to the side and goes the other direction. And then Sari, you're gonna take oh, that's a D8, not a D4. You're gonna take not 8 damage. 2 damage from falling down some stairs. You probably got like a bloody lip or something like that.
Okay.
If you are so nervous about him seeing you, you don't have to follow me.
But I'm nervous being alone, too.
About the time that you're saying that, Minerva and Ping are about there, and Minerva can see that Sari has a bloody lip, and she goes, "What did you do to her?" Talking to Vinny.
Oh, fuck off. He keeps going up the stairs.
Oh, he sounds nice.
Minerva just kind of leans in and talks to me. He's like, "Oh, he's quite rude. Horrible manners."
He can be very rude sometimes.
I can't say I particularly care for him, but seems other than being very rude, he seems a decent sort.
Well, he seems like a prick to me.
See, he would have stopped and talked and helped Sari up a bit, but then and then everybody else came in, and now he's like, "Oh, fuck these guys," and he's continuing on.
All right. Does everybody follow Vinny up the stairs?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sari, you it hurt. You might be sniffling a little bit as you go up, and you still got blood kind of dripping down your face.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of wipe that off. You can just keep walking. But that's to everybody else. That's what Sari looks like. And Ping, you can hear some sniffles and just sort of the ow sounds.
So when Sari goes to wipe her face off and she brings her hand down and she sees the blood, she starts freaking out. And she starts speaking in another language.
Ooh, okay. What language?
I don't know, what languages are there?
Any that
She knows
currently
a lot
exist.
of them.
Yeah, any language that currently exist would exist here
French,
because it's
Russian.
It's the future.
Can I roll to see if I understand her? I have the linguistics.
Yes, you can.
She is speaking.
Do an education check.
Is it my education? Yeah.
Yeah, Russian. She's speaking Russian.
If I remember right, your intelligence is like crazy high, Lisa, so you probably know Russian. So just roll education to see if you recognize that it's Russian. It takes you a second because you kind of have to self-translate in your head and kind of go through the catalog of different languages you know. So it takes a second, and then you register, oh yeah, she's speaking Russian, and then you can understand her like a couple sentences in.
So Vinny kind of stops on the stairs and sighs, and then he goes down and picks Sari up and puts her on his shoulder.
Okay.
Aww.
Give me a might check.
Piece of cake. All right.
Fails.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, the asshole's not a total asshole.
23. 23.
Yeah.
He actually grabs the pills from the anxiety pills from his pocket and hands them to Sari as well. He's like, take one.
So Sari, if you are okay with being picked up, Vinny does so successfully, and you have these anti-anxiety pills now.
Well, she takes the pills, and instead of taking one, she dumps like 3 into her hand and just swallows them.
Damn.
Are these the same pills from earlier and for last time?
Yep.
Oh god.
Are they? Wait. What?
Yeah. So the original Minerva that you met had those pills and gave some to.
Oh yeah, because Vinny gave them to her.
Yeah. And then she gave them to Ping and Boo and Joan.
Wait. Remember when
Did Ping ever take one?
I don't think she did. Because your sanity was pretty much okay for the most part.
Yeah, but I watched everyone else take them, and I was like, no.
You watched Boo take one and, like, faceplant, basically.
Yeah.
So, Sari, give me a quick might roll.
Okay.
Might roll for anti-anxiety pills.
19. So you take 3 of them, and your freakout seems to calm down. You get a little bit drowsy, so your walking is probably a little bit off.
Well, it's a good thing she's being carried.
That's true. So I guess that's a good point. If you were walking, you would probably look a little bit drunk, not like shit-faced or anything like that, but you would just look a little tipsy. So as it is, if you're on Vinny's shoulder, the world just seems to be spinning a tiny bit. But your sanity does go up, so you're at 7.
Okay.
And then anybody who's ever taken these pills, which is Vinny and Boo, and I think Jim took some back at the gas station, right?
I think so.
Okay, so the 3 of you see that this little girl just took 3 and seems relatively fine. Give me a quick education check to see if you kind of make that realization that she just took 3 doses and is fine.
Okay, that is 21.
Okay.
22.
Hold on, I gotta do education 2 times, and then the first roll is gem, so it's gotta be
Nope.
Yikes.
Hold on, it's a 3. Gem has a 3, and Boo has a
5
has
plus
a 9.
9 total.
Gem 3, Boo 9.
Okay, so Boo doesn't really make the connection. Ping, you haven't experienced this yourself, but you're sharp and you remember details, and you pick up on the fact that wow, she should be like comatose and drooling right now, and she
Well,
seems
I would
perfectly
probably have
fine.
to ask how many she took.
Oh, right. Right.
Vinny
You-
got a 21, and plus this is his medication for his
Yeah,
PTSD. So
you make the connection as well, and Ping, you did hear several pills being poured.
So I know she took a lot.
Yeah, she took more than one, you're pretty sure.
Vinny takes the bottle back and he's like, "What?"
What?
Large sounding person. Are those pills yours?
Yes. Why?
What are they?
They're anxiety pills.
That explains a lot.
All right. So, you can carry on, I assume?
Yep. I mean, he had to slow down for like a second to pick up Sari, but I don't think that slowed him down too much, considering his might is so damn high.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're totally fine doing that. So you reach the top of the stairs, and let's see where those stairs spit you out. Okay.
Did I end up losing my stick in the last game?
No, you still have that.
Okay, just checking. For some reason I thought I lost my stick, which would be extra bad.
That would be extra bad. But no, you're good.
Oh great, we got spat out in Silent Hill 5.
Yeah, you yeah.
Oh my.
You exit the stairs, and this is the only thing you see at the top of the stairs. Let's see, Sari and Ping and Vinny. You all can kind of tell right off the bat that this doesn't seem like the logical place for these stairs to lead, since all you can really see here is this hallway, a wheelchair, and then a single door at the end of the hallway, which doesn't look like it leads to another bigger hallway. It looks like a door room.
Okay, but what the fuck about this is logical? Asylum that appears out of nowhere, and that Vinny's bike disappearing. There was a graveyard, and now that it's replaced by asylum. People appearing out of nowhere. Yeah, no, I think we left Logicville behind at least 3 games ago.
This hallway feels spooky. Is it spooky?
Ping, you do hear wind coming through missing windows. And you can smell the outside air.
So are we outside?
Vinny is not going to answer that question, so the rest of you
Okay.
are going to have to.
Real quick, Jim and Boo both give me an education roll to see if you notice that this seems like an odd place for a basically
Alright.
dead-end hallway.
First roll gems, so that would be a 11, and the second roll is Boo, so that would be a for Boo that would be a 19.
Okay, so Boo right off the bat notices, yeah, this is really weird for there to just be a random hallway at the end of this staircase. Based on what you saw of the area downstairs and where the stairwell was in relation to like windows and stuff on the downstairs floor, this doesn't look like it should lead here, and it's kind of weirding you out a bit. Give me a quick sanity check, which is going to be I'm having a total brain fog at the moment. What was I having you guys roll for sanity? Was it gut feeling?
I wanted.
It was
Oh no, it was discipline.
Mental.
It was discipline.
Discipline, yeah.
discipline, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so give me a discipline roll. For Jem, this seems perfectly logical to Jem, and she's pretty happy right now.
So does Boo has to do
She's
with discipline?
distracted. She's distracted by her brother. Just happy
Yeah.
that he's there.
Pretty much.
So does Boo have to do with discipline?
What?
Does Boo have to do with discipline check?
Oh, Vinny, he was so mad when you left.
Do you need more pills?
No.
Wait, does Boo have to do with discipline check as well or not?
Sorry. Boo, yes.
Alright.
Jem, no.
That's 26 for discipline.
Okay.
21 for discipline.
You guys are fine.
18.
Okay. Boo is fine. Also, Riley, that was freaking amazing.
Thank you.
So, Surrey failed, huh?
Something like that. So yeah, there is a door at the end of the hallway, and you do see this creepy old-looking wheelchair in the middle of the hallway as well. Do you go back down the stairs, or do you want to go try the door?
No, I'm gonna try the door.
Okay.
Vinny ain't intimidated by no creepy hallway.
Give me a quick empathy check, Vinny.
That is 11. Because remember, he's got a -3 to empathy.
I remember. So, as you go just past the, so here's the wheelchair and here's you. As you're right parallel to it, it suddenly slams into your legs. Not enough to really cause any damage, but it smarts.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And you hear this sort of loud creaking noise. Like, it sounds like the entire building is just warping, even though there's no visual cue. So, Ping, you're probably a little freaked out by the sound.
Yeah, probably.
Like really freaked out by the sound. Everybody else
I'm most
is...
concerned why this new person keeps giggling a lot.
Keep laughing like that and I drop.
Is the hallway collapsing?
Vinny's not gonna respond to that, you guys!
Okay, Minerva will chime in then
Someone
and go...
help me out. I can't see anything.
So, Minerva at this point is just, like,
Wait, did you see that?
jaw on the ground, like, how did that wheelchair move? No. The hall's fine. I don't know what was making that noise. The hall's fine. It's not collapsing. But the wheelchair just slammed into the rude man's legs. On its own.
There's no one in the wheelchair?
Not that I can see.
Well, good, because they would be alone in this weird-ass house.
She goes, oh, I think it's a research asylum, actually. That's probably, you probably don't know what building we're in. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're in it's at the Clark Research Asylum.
Vinny at that point stops and turns on her. It's like, you know where this is?
Well, yes, there was a plaque on the wall.
She used her fancy eyeballs to read it.
Tell me everything you know about this building.
Well, it was built... I don't know how many years ago now, since I seem to be in a different time. By the time I came from, it was built. She thinks while the GM looks up their timeline.
Making you work for your stay, Raven.
Can Ping pull out the book because she remembers the name and like slam it into Minerva and ask her to read it?
Sure.
Man, if only the book was in Braille.
Oh, was it in Braille? Did I take the Braille one?
Yes, you did take the Braille one. Joan has the one with pictures. So you do
Right.
you do shove that at Minerva, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't read Braille."
Oh, right. My bad.
So she says about, I don't know, 35, 40 years ago is when they built it.
Do you know who owns it, who runs it, who works here, what they're doing?
Yeah, the Clark family. Well, I mean, they did own it. I presume Xavier probably doesn't own it anymore.
Who's Xavier?
Xavier Clark. He's the one that built the asylum. My family works for them. His family.
Is that name in the book?
I don't know. I don't read Braille.
I'm asking the GM.
Oh,
Can I find that name in the book?
Xavier Clark? No, you don't find that name.
Oh.
Okay, as soon
There
as she
is
says
a-
we work for them, he pulls out, like, although he has like one hand probably studying Sari, he pulls out his gun with the other and points exactly at Minerva. It's like, you have 10 seconds to explain what they are doing here.
What? Who's doing here?
What whoever owns it, whoever works here, what they are doing.
It's like, I have no idea. This building is clearly hundreds of years old now. When the time I came from, it was maybe 40 years old at most. And I didn't work at the asylum. My family worked on the Clark estate. We did things like make sure their gardens were fine, manage their servants and affairs of the house and things like that.
I'm gonna have Vinny roll gut feeling on this.
Okay.
To kind of narrows his eyes and sees if she's lying, basically, or if she knows more, or if she's completely clueless like everyone else. Oh, that's a nat 20.
She's telling the truth. You can tell that she's not deceiving you in any way whatsoever.
Fine.
That doesn't necessarily mean that she's telling you everything she absolutely knows, but there's no deception.
So there is nothing sinister happening behind closed doors, as far as you know.
She kind of just shrugs and goes, "The Clarks always seem nice. I'm actually trying to find their kid, Xander. Well, I mean, not a kid anymore. We're both about the same age, but yeah, I've been trying to find him because he went missing."
Wait a minute. What did this kid look like?
She pulls a locket from another pocket on her that rhymed on her vest and shows
Is
you
there
a
a
picture.
locket in it? Huh.
So Vinny does stop pointing his gun at her, by the way. So he does.
Okay. She holds it out, and Boo, you can recognize it. It looks like the little kid, albeit a little bit older, and it's a painting, so it doesn't look exactly the same, but a little bit older version of the kid that you saw. So white hair, blue eyes, actually quite handsome. She goes, "This is Xander."
Well, Vinny feels like they've wasted enough time, and he goes and continues walking if she has no concrete answers for him. What a waste of time.
She leans over and looks at everybody else and goes, "Is he always this rude?" Or not everybody else, sorry, to Jim. He goes, "Is he always this rude?" You there, Jim?
Oh, sorry.
worries.
Basically.
Okay, alright. She puts the locket back into the pocket and,
Next to the locket. Sorry.
and continues. So
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
Vinny, that slammed into your legs. You heard the loud warped wood creaking sound, but otherwise everything seems fine. Do you continue?
Yeah, well, he's used to weird crap happening. You know, it's magic. He is going to continue to go towards the door. Yeah.
Okay. As you get to the door, you have a very uneasy feeling about the door. Give me a quick education check.
Oh, yeah, so
18.
18. As you get that feeling, you start thinking about where have I felt like this before? And you kind of remember the gas station and that weird feeling you got there. And that's the feeling that you get at the
good.
door.
Can he try to use his portal magic to get to the actual side of this door?
Your magic relies on line of sight, so
Line of sight. So no. Okay.
if you could see to the other side of the door, then yes, you could. But so if you, hi Jared. That was funny. So if you made a hole in the door, or if there's a keyhole perhaps, or you could try to crack the door open, but you have to have line of sight to be able to safely make an exit portal. Or gate, in this case.
Okay. And there really isn't. So, I guess everyone sees him kind of hesitate at the door?
Question: does Sari feel what Vinny's feeling, like any uneasiness?
Yes. So for Sari, it feels like a familiar experiment dealing with space. And so it probably
Raven trying to say this as carefully as possible without spoiling anything.
it's tougher than you might even think. So for Sari, yeah, it would feel like one of the familiar experiments. It would probably make Sari feel kind of uneasy.
Do you feel that, Vinny?
Vinny kind of holds his tongue because his first reaction is no shit. But he's like, this is a kid who's clearly been experimented upon. I'm going to be nice. He's like, I would have opened the door already if I didn't.
Oh, Vinny does have a heart.
Vinny, I want to get out of here. I want to get out. I want to get out immediately.
I can't stop.
I have to get out. I need to get.
Minerva kind of
Vinny?
chimes in at that point and offers, well, you could stand behind me if you like.
Whoa there. Just calm down, take deep breaths. Don't panic.
Do we have more pills for the upset thing?
I am not made of pills. I have one bottle and no money for more.
Minerva
Sounds like a
just
personal problem. This person's
responds up-
panicking.
Yeah. Minerva goes,
It
well,
is
of course
a
you're not
fucking
made of
personal
pills.
problem.
If you're made of pills, you'd look entirely
Thanks.
different. Also, you wouldn't be able to
Well, you
talk or be
better
rude.
bust out them pills now, partner.
Sari jumps out of Vinny's arms and runs back to the wheelchair and grabs it and is gonna try and throw it out the window.
Okay, give me a might check.
Yo, alright then.
How'd I do? Oh, not great.
So you try to pick up the wheelchair and throw it out the window, but as you try to throw it, you slip on some of the dry and just dead leaves that have blown in, and you fall into the wheelchair. So sitting in the wheelchair.
So Vinny goes over and stops her. It's like, I'm thinking.
Hold on. There's more.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
Oh no.
Yay.
As your butt hits the seat, the wheelchair and Sari both flicker, blinking in and out, and then Sari's gone.
Oh good.
All right.
Oh good. All right. Well, Vinny was going to stop her, but now he really doesn't have a point to. Wow, cars. So he opens the door.
Okay. All right. So you open the door. Give me a quick sight check.
All right, that's 21.
Okay, perfect. So you open the door and you see this hallway. Which is quite odd because the door opens up onto the corner. So you can see down both hallways from the door.
So can I roll gut feeling? So Vinny can figure out which way to go. Once again, he is very determined to track this doctor to find Maria.
Yes.
To get to the root of this and their experimentation.
Yes, you can. Also, while you're doing that, Riley, and then Jim, for both Jim and Boo, and then Ping, I need discipline checks.
Oh, great.
Because you just saw something really weird and disturbing.
So both Jim and Boo.
I didn't see anything, to be fair.
Or heard or experienced something really disturbing.
Behold, the top of the party.
Yeah, basically.
Jim got a 3 and Boo got a 20.
Jim got a...
That's 22.
Did you say Jim got a 3?
Yes.
Okay, Jim is curled up in a ball, absolutely crazy right now.
Oh no.
You are currently kind of inconsolable.
I got a 22.
Can Boo try to make her feel better?
Yes. What was Boo's roll?
20.
20. Okay, Boo's fine. Sorry, Vinny, what did you say?
22 on gut feeling. Do I roll sanity as well?
What's your sanity at now? 4? Yeah. Your gut feeling, you can't really tell which way would be the right way to go one way or the other, but you do see an arrow painted on the wall, which points to the left. Looks like somebody was trying to find their way before.
I got a 22. Or wait.
All right, he's gonna head
Yeah,
the direction the arrow's pointing.
Okay. 22
Although
for
his
discipline?
inside self wants to be contrary and go the other way, he filters.
Okay.
Renegade for life.
Lisa, that was for the discipline?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're fine. And then, Sari, what was your discipline roll?
Oh, yeah, I got 8.
Okay. So Sari is back down to 6 on the sanity.
Okay.
And we will get to Sari in a moment here. So Jim is currently at 0. Jim is having a real hard time. All right, so you go to the left. Everybody else, Boo is going to need to kind of half carry Jim along. But do you want to follow Benny through the door and into the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll be a little bit slower. So you'll have to make a sort of a concerted effort to keep up, since Jim's kind of having a breakdown. Ping, Minerva is relaying what's going on to you. Do you want to push forward or stay behind, or what do you want to do?
I'll push forward.
Okay. So everybody moves into the hallway. As you do, everybody but Ping give me a sight check, and Ping give me a hearing check.
No, Ping, give a sight check. It'll be funny.
No.
Minus 10.
Ow!
Jem got a 15 and Boo got a 11.
Okay.
12 from Vinny.
Okay.
13 for Ping.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with Jem. So Jem, as you get through the door, you look over your shoulder, and you see, instead of a door, you've just come out of a mouth. A giant mouth with razor-sharp teeth. And the teeth slam down shut right behind you, and you hear this growling noise. And then it fades into a wall. Everybody else, you see the door slam, and then it disappears into just a blank wall. Ping, you hear the door slam, and then you just hear this slight whooshing noise that everybody else probably wouldn't have noticed. But your guess is that the door's not there anymore.
Great.
Fucking magic. And just
Yo.
keeps going.
What if the door were to slam on like one of the people that had tails?
Oh no.
That would have been unfortunate.
Good thing it didn't.
Cause I think 3 people in the party have tails.
Gargook did, I think, but
You aren't positive about Vinny. Remember, Vinny's in disguise, and he's really damn good at disguising the fact that he's a rat man.
that's true.
So, although I think at this point, Alinea might know, but everybody else might be suspicious, but he's really damn good at hiding the fact that he's a rat.
Yeah.
Does Ping smell rat on him?
You could try a smell check.
Wait, is that a thing?
It is.
How often do you sniff rats, Ping?
There is a
Mind
smell
your
slash.
business. Oh, I do have a
There's-
smell taste.
And you are a scientist, so there's a good possibility that you may
Okay,
have worked
don't
with
lick
rats.
mice either. Holy shit!
Mind your business. I got an 18.
So yeah, actually, around Vinny, you might, not necessarily enough to say like you sniff the air and go, "Oh, he's a rat," but
Right.
you have that familiar scent of like lab rats that you've worked with before. So you might assume that Vinny has been around rats or lab
think-
rats or something like that.
I think cave rats actually do have a musk. I might be wrong, but I'm fairly sure that's actually a thing. So.
Yep. He smells like rats.
Cool.
Good.
Okay, so you all go to the left, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's playing
It's like,
follow the leader?
okay, that guy knows what he's doing.
I'll follow the footsteps, whatever.
Okay, and Minerva's making sure that you don't run into a wall or trip or anything.
I appreciate that, because I will.
And you end up here. And sitting in this wheelchair is Sari.
What?
So, Sari, you see the whole group approach, and you're sitting in this wheelchair now. And it's been maybe half a second since you showed up in this wheelchair.
Sari is kind of shaking a bit, and she's speaking in German now.
Can I communicate with her?
Yes, you can.
Wie
just said-
geht's?
Sari just doesn't even recognize she's not even listening. She just keeps spewing nonsense sentences. Even like Ping like is like, these words don't even go together. Like,
Those are certainly some words. That's about it.
Generally, so Vinny walks beside to where Sari is. It's like, generally it is not. God, I'm tripping on my words. I'm sorry. Generally, it's not advised to try to throw wheelchairs out windows. And then he goes to offer her a hand.
Sari kind of takes it and stands.
Okay.
And goes silent.
All right.
Do you
as
want on my shoulders again?
No, thank you. But you're very strong. You grew up so much, Vinny.
He
That
decides to
is
ignore that.
unsettling.
He takes a long, deep breath and ignores it, and keeps walking forward.
He'd be so impressed with you.
Are we just gonna ignore what she's saying? We ignoring this?
Minerva's just like, I
Yes.
have no response to this.
I have several responses in various orders.
Most of mine involve the word disturbing or unsettling, but that's about as far as I could get. That's just really creepy.
Good. Do we still
So-
need to follow?
Raven, what would I roll for stealing something?
I believe that is nimbleness. Yes.
Okay, and then okay, so that's from when Vinny offered Sari his hand to like get her out of the wheelchair, and she took it. She wanted to swipe the drugs.
Okay.
He
Vinny,
needs those.
Vinny, give me a sight check.
It's an 8.
An 8.
Can I do a hearing check to see if I heard the bottle rattle?
Sure.
Where's my hearing? $18.
So you did hear a slight rattling of the bottle, but Sari was pretty darn nimble with getting it out, so it didn't shake too much. So Bing would probably chalk that up to just movement, pills rattling inside the pocket. You could try to listen harder or comment, but it probably wouldn't sound that out of the ordinary.
Is someone taking the pills again?
Well, so while you guys are talking about how creepy she's being, and like while Vinny's just ignoring her and walking forward, Sari's just gonna kind of dance around, and she giggles and she just pops open the lid as loud as she can, and like dumps the whole thing in her mouth.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I heard that.
So, does anybody go to stop her?
Yes,
Yes.
Vinny does.
I fling myself in some direction.
Hits the wall.
Minerva stumbles behind you because you kind of drag her along with you.
Yeah, no, Vinny's gonna try to stop her.
Okay. You're just gonna have to be fast, so give me a might check. Let's see how quickly you can launch yourself at this little girl.
Well, it's a good thing I'm very, very mighty. For I have a 30.
Damn.
Holy shit.
You yeet the child.
Yeah. Pretty much, at the moment, you are the Flash. And you're able to
Dope.
get right up to her as the pills are hitting her tongue, basically. You can try to force her to spit them out, pick them up. What do you want to do?
What? Okay, hold on. I have to put myself in the renegade mindset. Someone who is trying to be gentle but has zero patience for anyone. I'm trying to decide between smacking her face or jamming his hands down her throat. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I think jam fingers in her mouth.
I have Ipecac. Does anyone need Ipecac?
Okay. So you do that. Are you trying to make her throw up, or are you just trying to like grab the pills literally out of her mouth?
Grab the pills literally out of her mouth.
Okay. Blair said, how about you just
Whatever
ask her to
works.
stop? All right.
Nope.
Give me a nimbleness check, and while you're doing that, Riley.
Mhm.
So Sari has tried to take all the pills, and now suddenly Vinny is like, as far as Sari is concerned, like teleported right in front of you and is reaching into your mouth. What do you want to do?
He's just going to spit them out at his face in like a spewing fashion. Like you know in the cartoons where it's like they do it like machine gun, that's what she's going to do.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
That
But do
sounds
I need to
interesting.
roll for that? Like, should I roll to see who gets to, like, who does what first? Because she can't do that if Vinny's fingers are in her mouth.
21.
21. We'll do this. Vinny, you grab a couple of the pills, and are able to take them out of her mouth, and then Sari starts doing the at you. So she's just literally spitting pills at your face.
Okay. Well, despite the fact that they're soaked or partially wet or whatever, he
No,
puts them
they're
back
damp.
in the bottle and he starts picking up the ones that she spits at him very patiently. He's squeezing the bottle. You can see it like buckle under his hands.
Oh my god.
I'm hearing a lot of sounds right now.
Minerva
I'm
at this
concerned.
point is picking herself up off the ground because she's been dragged along with Ping as Ping leapt after the girl.
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, welcome back. So Sari just tried to take like the whole bottle of Vinny's pills because she stole the pills. And Vinny basically just stopped her and she spit the pills out one at a time at him in rapid succession.
Oh my
Um,
god.
So Minerva picks herself up and goes to help Ping again and explains kind of what just happened.
Oh, thank you. Gross.
Oh. Yes, rather unsanitary. Okay.
Is there a chance that Ping would have any of that medication that Vinny takes?
You might, actually. Let's see. Evens or odds?
Fuck. Odds.
Well, how odd it landed on 1. So yes, you do have,
Yeah.
we'll say an 80-day supply of it.
1 day supply?
80. 80.
Oh, 80. Okay.
So for one person, there's 80 days worth of the medication.
Okay.
So we'll say 160 pills.
So Vinny now puts them in his like inner breast pocket, kind of slams it against his chest, and says, "I fucking need those," and then keeps on.
Oh, you need those. If anybody would need them, they're the people that were here forever. You got out a long time ago.
Shut up! And he slams his hand against the wall as he's passing.
Okay, give me a quick might check.
Oh dear.
So break his hand on the wall.
Don't break
Which
the
is-
wall on his hand.
Which is mightier, the hand or the wall?
That's a good question. 17.
17? Okay. You dent the wall, and your hand stings a little bit, but you didn't break anything on you. So you're fine.
Do you not think I tried to get back? Do you not think I've tried to get revenge? Do you not think that I had this place in mind every second of every day that I fought to survive?
I don't know what you think, silly.
Someone's lost their marbles.
Look, as stable as everyone is here right now, I think we need to take a step back.
There we go. There's the dent
I am
in
not
the wall.
stepping back. And then he keeps going forward.
Okay. So real quick, before anybody does anything else, Vinny's heading down that next hallway. You will note that it's very bright daylight outside. If I recall correctly, it was getting more closer to going on nighttime when you first got to the area where Sari was, where you found Sari. So that is of note. The time is different. And everyone at this point but Jem would be able to notice that. Jem, this will actually give you a chance to regain some sanity because you're seeing some actually like cheerful sunlight and some breeze, and you can smell plants. Give me a quick discipline check for Jem.
Alright. I'm gonna... Please, by the gods of D&D, give me a good roll. Got a 16.
Okay, awesome. You gain 2 sanity points back, so that puts you at 2 because you were at 0. Let's see. Boo and Vinny, actually, you can do the same thing since you're seeing some fresh air and sunlight. Other than the creepy wheelchair, it actually looks like a pleasant area.
Okay, that got caught on the lip of my iPad. I'm gonna re-roll that because it was like on the line. Okay.
You got a 3. I mean, no, I mean 10. I'm dumbass.
So this is
So
what?
Boo doesn't-
What's that?
Discipline. Boo doesn't get any back. He's still
23.
at 3. Vinny
No,
gets
it's
1 back.
10.
Does this affect me at all?
No.
I figured.
It's pretty much just for anybody that's below a certain point.
Mm.
So yeah, you said Boo Roll got a 10 on the discipline?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's just still at 3. Alright. Oh, you know something that I forgot to do? Who still has, if you can remember, who has a reroll and a +10 and who does not?
I had both of mine.
Vinny has neither.
Okay. I believe, Jem, that you had both of yours still.
Oh, I think so.
And then Riley, you've got both. Okay. So I just need to do that. And now we're good. Performance mode on that. Okay. Alright, so yeah, you can see out the window. You can see the windows are boarded up. But you can see out of them and see the courtyard. There's even the scent of like a large body of water, like a lake or something like that you can kind of smell off in the distance. Mostly for Ping, but everybody else, you might pick up on that. Yeah, as you keep walking down the hallway, you get to the end, and I'm assuming everyone is following Vinny at this point.
Well, he is the stompiest.
That is fair. Okay, so you go through the door at the end of the hallway, and it comes out to here.
I would just
Yep,
Fuck
you
me
can
sideways.
see like steam clouds come out of Vinny's ear, and he punches that corner again, like punches the wall again.
Okay.
This feels familiar. Is this familiar?
And then you hear the loud smash as he hulks out.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Whenever it goes,
Vinny
it's the
angry.
hallway we just came from.
He hulks so hard he hits it for 28.
Been angry.
Okay. Yeah, you put a hole in the wall.
Yum.
And he goes the other way.
Okay.
So we're going right now?
Whenever it goes, yeah, we're going right. The door disappeared behind us again.
Great.
So you go down the right hallway this time. Let's see where you end up. Oh, fun.
Oh, good. Good to know that this is randomly generated RPG.
To an extent.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple of options for this particular hallway where it can take you.
The grocery store?
What?
No. You
It
walk
kind of
through.
looks like it.
And how many grocery stores has Ping saw lately?
Exactly 0.
Well, yeah, I have a mental construction of what they look like.
All right. So you go in, and yeah, the door is still behind you. There's still a door to the hallway, but you see it looks like a reception area. The door has basically been taken down or decayed enough that it's just gone. So there's a big archway at the entrance, and there's a lake outside. and it's very bright and sunny. And it looks like you could go outside if you wanted to.
Vinny doesn't want to. Vinny's gonna continue to traipse through what seems to be the most place that will continue to lead him forward.
There doesn't seem to be any other doors into the building. All the doors that you see go out of the building.
Okay.
But there's a hallway behind you still.
So there's just all these doors and they all lead outside. So this is just a...
It's basically on
room.
the corner of the building.
So that includes these ones?
Those are just like little small rooms, like sitting rooms. There's
Okay.
nothing in them. You do see this particular frame right here. As you look at it, give me a quick sight roll.
Yes, ma'am.
And everybody else can as well, except
19.
for Ping. Though Ping could go walk up and feel it.
Can I poke it with my stick?
If she
you
really
could do
wants
that.
to fill up the wall, you know.
I want to feel up everything.
Good response.
I
Alright.
thought so.
For that one, we'll use hearing instead.
Hearing?
Gem.
Yeah.
Alright, Gem got a 14, while Boo got a fucking 4.
Okay. So, Boo sees nothing. Boo's just kind of staring up at the ceiling, going, "Wow, a ceiling!"
Hey, cats can get distracted easily.
Or we're like, ooh, sunlight, a lake, it's so pretty.
Distractions.
No,
Jem,
no.
you notice on the door that the wall there looks like the wall's been like plastered over or built up over an entryway.
I got a 17.
Okay. You kind of follow where everybody's looking by just following them over there and feel along the wall, kind of tap it with the stick and everything. And yeah, this panel right here, you hear a different sound when you hit it from the other walls, and you can just feel that the plaster doesn't feel like the rest of the wall.
Right.
Vinny punches it. Vinny punches it.
Vinny, punch!
That's a nat 20, my dude.
You put your fist clear through the wall. You
Just
break-
FYI, I'm using 4 different dice, so this is completely random.
Okay. Yeah, you punch a decent size, like a watermelon-sized hole in the wall. It just gives way, kicks up a ton of dust. So it takes a second for it to clear to kind of see through there. And you see, believe it or not, another hallway.
Oh, good.
And at the end of the hallway, you see that professor-looking figure turn around, and he's closer now, so you can get a better look at him. And yeah, he still doesn't quite look like the professor that you remember.
Augustine?
Yeah. He's got blonde hair, mostly actually, but there are a lot of patches of white. And it looks kind of unnatural that there's these patches of white hair. Which, let me pull up the other picture so you can see again. Just gonna find it again.
I saw
broken.
not Danny Sexbang over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ping is currently frozen in place by the loud destructive noise near my own head.
Vinny be very mad.
There.
So,
So you can
is
see
it...
there's this, how the white hair kind of looks like it doesn't quite belong. Like it's been dyed white, almost. So it's kind of like that, but he's got several pieces of hair on his head that are like that.
Edgelord.
So
Minerva
is it Professor
describes.
Augustine,
Uh,
or is it?
You could give me a gut feeling. Sarah, you also see this. And you know this particular person by a particular name that I will message to you.
Raven,
What?
you trying to keep secrets?
Ain't no trying about it. I just can't remember if Sari has already said this or not, so...
This is 21.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that Sari said that last time, but just in case. So do with that as you will there, Riley. That's the name you know him by. And yeah, he is not too far through the hole. He kind of jumps and turns around and looks at Vinny and just kind of smirks and goes, "Very good." And then very calmly and quietly starts walking down the hallway.
Nope. Vinny's gonna shoot him through the hole.
Okay. Go ahead and try.
I love that. You're welcome to try, Vinny. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be 21.
Okay. So, Vinny, you pull out your gun and you line up. I mean, it's a dead-on shot. You've got him dead to rights. You pull the trigger. Where are you aiming on him?
Someplace to slow him down or stop him. Someplace to give me a blood trail. And so it's probably going to be his leg or his ass.
All right.
Right in the nuts.
So right as you fire, the scene in front of you flickers like a bad VHS tape on the screen, and instead of him being in the exact center of the hallway, he's now all the way on the right-hand side of the hallway, and the bullet goes whizzing by. And he just laughs and holds up his hand and waves as he's continuing to walk away from you.
He fires a fucking gun!
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, 22 this time.
Okay. Same thing kind of happens. You shoot at him. Everything kind of flickers, and he's all of a sudden all the way to the left.
Again! 22 again!
Okay. Same thing happens. Everything flickers. But this time, he is laying down on the floor. And the bullet whizzes over his head. And he turns around at you and goes, "You know, this is starting to get old."
He snarls and starts trying to tear open that wall.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a might check. As you're doing this, the professor just stands up very calmly and brushes off the dirt off of his waistcoat. And continues calmly walking down the hallway as you're trying to break through.
Alright, might roll, it's 29.
Ben, you do a really good job. You're breaking chunks of the wall out of the way. It takes you, a little bit. He's kind of at the end of the hallway by the time you've broken enough out to kind of duck under and go through.
He's like scrambling to get through.
Do you not have magic?
I don't fucking use magic. That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie, but...
I honestly think if you did have magic, I think it'd be easier. Because obviously, using the gun is not working.
So, pause there for a second. Ping, Minerva has been explaining what the rude man has been doing this whole time. So I have no idea what's going on, but the rude man is just he's punched a hole in the wall, and he's fired shots, and now he's pulling down the wall and trying to get through. I don't know what's going on. Jem and Boo, you also see Vinny punch a hole in the wall, start firing shots through this hole, and start scrambling to break the door down. Or the wall down, rather. What's your reaction to all of this?
Ping is curled up on the ground with her hands covering her ears, panicking. She does not like gunfire.
Fair enough.
It's very upsetting to her, so Ping's not doing great right now.
Okay. Give me a quick discipline roll to see how you're handling it.
18.
Okay, you're fine. I mean, not fine, but you don't lose any sanity.
Yeah.
So what's Jim and Boo's reaction to all this going on? Jim, you might be muted.
What?
I was saying, what's your reaction to seeing all this that he's doing?
Well, Jem knew that he was kind of had anger issues, but didn't think we would go this far.
Okay. Do Jim and Boo do anything, or just kind of stand there and watch Vinny looking like he's just going crazy and literally tearing down walls?
Tried to calm him down or something while trying not to get shot as well.
As Vinny's breaking down the wall and finally can clear the wall, he's like, I will not give him the honor! And continues.
Okay. Give me another quick might check. Sari, do you follow Vinny down this new hallway?
Yes.
21.
Okay, so you run at a pretty quick pace. And let's see here. Did I have a picture for this? I don't think I actually had one for this particular thing. So we're gonna use this one, and I'll describe what's actually there. So you make it, this is not the same hallway with the wheelchair. It is a similar one. It does look, instead of there being, broken out windows, it's just a narrow hallway with some natural light coming in through small windows that are higher up on the walls. You do see a wheelchair there, and there's a door at the end of the hallway, and it looks like it's going into, there's like an old faded out sign, looks like maybe an operating room or an exam room. It's kind of hard to tell because the sign's so faded, but it just looks like that type of sign. And then there's the door there. You do not see the professor, but give me a quick, let's go with sight.
Gut feeling? Oh, okay. All right, 21 for sight.
21 for sight. You notice some fresh footprints that look like very fancy shoes in the dust in front of the door.
He goes.
Okay.
When I say Vinny's got a vendetta, he's got a fucking vendetta, you guys.
All right.
I was not joking.
Sari, are you also chasing after Vinny?
Yeah.
Okay. So you both kind of barrel into this this operating room, and it's pretty much empty except for an operating table. Everything looks pretty sterile though, and much more up to date than the rest of the building. There are actual electric lights which flick on, and the door locks behind you. And you hear...
Oh shit.
I was about to say you actually hear the professor laughing, so that was great timing. on an intercom, and you look around and notice, you know how in like hospitals, some of the operating rooms will have like an operating theater.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a tilted window on one of the sides. It just has mirrors, as far as you can tell. But for you two in particular, I won't make you roll education. You just already know that that's the two-way glass. So, or one-way glass, or whatever it's called. So there's probably somebody on the other side of those mirrors watching you.
Vinny shoots it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
That was a 14.
Okay. Well, it's a giant piece of glass. It's not moving, so 14 will definitely hit. You fire your gun. As soon as the bullet's about to hit the mirror, a tiny little gate opens up, and the bullet passes through it, and it doesn't break the glass. And you hear
This
over
is
the
why he hates magic.
over the intercom, which, by the way, there are speakers in the reception area as well. So Ping, Jem, Boo, and Minerva, you're all hearing this at the same time as well. But you hear chuckling and this professor's voice, which Professor Augustine had a very older gentleman's voice, sort of raspy and everything. This is a very much so younger male voice, different pitch, different tone. And you just hear him chuckling and going, "Oh, Vinny, you're so predictable. I really had hoped you'd grown out of that."
Nice, you coward! Oh man, I was half muted, wasn't I?
Yes, but that was actually great because I see you screaming, but I can't hear anything.
I have fans, so I have to mute it whenever I'm not doing things, because otherwise you have. Anyways, so he goes, "Show your face, you coward!"
Can Boo and Jim try to find out where the source of the voice is coming from?
Yeah, you can see the speakers now that you hear sound coming from them. You notice where the speakers are, and you did see Vinny and Sari run down that hallway through that hole in the wall. So you know where they're at, and you can hear Vinny, his reply and everything. So you could try to go get into the room as well, or you can wait and see what happens. Minerva's just sort of tending to Ping and trying to help her calm down.
Wait, do the wires to the speakers lead to the room where the doctor's at?
That's a safe assumption, but you don't see the wires.
But wait, Boo has can control metal, and there's a little bit of metal in wires. Can you detect the metal in the wires to try to find where the room is?
Sure, give me a magic engineering check.
Oh, please, though the love of the gods, give me girl. He got a 14.
14? You can feel that there's metal in there, but you're unable to manipulate it.
Damn it.
Alright, so we'll go back to the room. So what was the last thing you said? Show your face, you coward,
Show
something
your
like
face,
that?
you coward.
And the professor just laughs again and goes, "Why would I do what you say? You have no power here. You've chosen to ignore your power."
I've outsmarted you without using my magic before. I will do it again.
You just hear this. Yes, clearly you've outsmarted your way into a locked room.
I've escaped before. I've escaped with you multiple times. I'll do it again.
No doubt, but perhaps I'll have some fun with Sari first.
Sari, her giggling fit's a little bit over, and she's starting to get nervous, without the giggles, like she's starting to get scared. She's like, Vinny, please, please get me out of here.
Sari, give me a quick gut feeling check. Vinny, you can do the same thing.
Okay. That's a nat 20, my dude.
You feel magic coming. Like you get the tingle on the back of your neck. Some sort of magic is coming, and you can tell it's directed at Sari.
Okay. Can I grab her and pull her out of the way?
You can try. Give me a quick, let's go with nimbleness here.
Okay.
And then, Riley, what was Sari's, whatchamacallit? Gut feeling?
It was 15.
Oh, right there. Thanks. So, Sari does get the sense that sort of a, oh crap, something's about to happen sort of feeling.
29 for nimbleness.
Okay. So you actually managed to sort of shove Sari out of the way right as a gate opens up underneath of her. And check something.
Can Vinny shoot through that gate?
Give me another nimbleness check to see if
Okay.
you're fast enough, because this is all happening very, very quickly.
Mm-hmm. That's not one, my dude.
So yeah, definitely not. So you push Sari out of the way and try to shoot. And here's what's gonna happen. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a regular attack roll.
Okay. Like, attack or damage?
To Rowan.
Attack roll. Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate those bits. Appreciate that so much. And that's going to give a reroll to Rowan.
Ah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
If only that came a second sooner.
Do you want to use it right now?
Well, no, I'm gonna take the nat 1, I think.
Okay.
I'll take it.
And I will add that reroll back onto your card here.
Alright, so the attack roll, that is a 15.
15. Kind of low. That's probably going to be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so here's what happens. You push Sari out of the way right as this gate is opening up. You go to fire, the gate disappears right as the bullet hits. So it hits the tile floor and ricochets straight upwards. As Sari has been pushed out of the way, another portal opens up right underneath where she's now being moved to. So Sari, you fall through and suddenly find yourself sort of, if you've ever played Portal, when you set up two portals right next to each other on the floor and you go through one, it just sort of like very gently, you bounce between the two. It's kind of like that. So you just very gently kind of pop up and now you're on the examination table, laying down on it. Go ahead and roll 1d20. And this is going to be your defense roll, but you don't get any bonuses because you're completely disoriented and lying down. Okay. So you definitely don't dodge.
Vinny,
Go ahead.
help me.
Vinny, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okie dokie. Thank God it's a 1.
Okay.
But that's plus. Hold on. Where is the damage? I'll find it. That's 6 total.
Okay, so Sari, you get shot in the leg and take 6 damage.
Dang.
You get hit from the ricochet, and then you just hear laughing from the intercom, and the professor goes, "Benny, why are you so painfully predictable? You could cooperate, or I could keep hurting Sari."
Penny.
He isn't going to give him the honor of a response. So, hold on. What is everyone doing outside? Because obviously they hear...
Yeah, I was gonna say, everybody's heard this now. You've heard the gunshot, you heard Sari crying out in pain. You've heard what the professor said. What is everybody doing now?
Well, the gunshot freaked me out, but then I heard someone in pain. And being of a scholarly, doctory type, I tried to go find the person who's probably hurt.
Okay. Minerva
With
will...
my stick.
Okay. Minerva will lead you to the hallway and help you down there.
That's very nice.
Jem and Boo, what are you gonna do? You might be muted, Jem.
Or just gone entirely.
Or AFK. Alright. We'll go back to Ping then. So Minerva helps you get to the door, and the door is locked.
Do I have magic?
I believe you do. I can't remember which kind you have, though.
Let me see. I have life magic style.
Oh,
So
right.
life magic.
Yeah, you took basically the healer magic.
Yeah.
Okay. So it won't help you get through the door. Minerva starts thinking. She's like, well, I can't really get a gate through there because I can't see into the room. And she's looking around. Give me a quick hearing check. We're going to use that just to have you kind of feel the door.
Hearing?
Yeah. We're gonna lump touch into hearing for you since you're blind.
Can Vinny roll a hearing check to see if he can hear them outside the door?
You can. They're not making much noise though, so it'll be hard.
Okay.
And Sari's screaming pretty loud.
I got a 10.
Okay. So you feel over the door, but you don't pick up any extra details that would help you.
Can I shout through the door?
Absolutely.
Who's in here? Is someone hurt?
You can definitely hear that, Vinny, even without rolling.
Okay. This is what Vinny's going to do, because he's calculating now. He raises his gun again to shoot at the glass, the observation room, and then suddenly he shifts and does a points at the door and says duck, and shoots the door. That way they can have a clear line of sight through the door, so Minerva can use her gate magic.
Okay. Smart.
Do I duck in time?
Do a hearing check. Don't roll a 1.
Thanks. No pressure. 22.
You're fine. Yeah, you can duck in time.
Nice.
I freaking just ragdolled onto the floor.
Alright, so don't even worry about
Vinny got. Oh, okay. I
Go
didn't
ahead.
roll anyways.
what did you roll for your first time?
25.
25? Okay. So you You aim the heck out of the gun at that giant glass window. Like, it is dead to rights. Fire the first shot. Go
Well,
ahead and
he
roll.
only fires one. He pretends to fire, like, basically he's pretending like he's going to fire at this window, but then instead shoots the door.
Oh, I see. Okay. In that case, give me a quick blend-in check to see how well you accomplish this.
Okay. Ha! That's about 20!
Damn! So you actually pull this bluff
I
off.
really like I told you, these dice love Vinny. They hate they hate Celia.
Oh right, that's the one set you got all the good rolls with Vinny, and then and the other campaign, Celia's getting she's getting it rough.
Fails. So
Using up all your luck on Vinny. Vinny needs it more
I'm
though.
okay with this.
So yeah, you pull off this bluff perfectly. You pop over at the window, and there's sure enough a gate opens up right where you were aiming, and then you fire at the door, and as the bullet goes to the door, a gate opens up right in front of the bullet, but then closes, and then the bullet goes through the door. And now Minerva can see through the hole, opens up a quick gate inside the operation room, and one out in the hallway. So now there's a door connecting the hallway to the opposite side of the operating room from where the door is.
Okay, Vinny's going to grab Sari's arm and grab Sari from the table and run for that portal, that gate.
Okay. As you do, you just hear laughter coming from the speakers. Sari, are you going to allow Vinny to sort of carry you through the portal?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all end up in the hallway. Minerva closes the gates. And you're safe.
No, we're not. I know
So I
you
said
too well.
safe.
So, Vinny is going to still kind of carrying Sari, go outside, and
Okay.
he's like basically saying fuck as he goes and pulls her along.
Okay. So Ping, Vinny has basically carried Sari past you, just sort of like pushing past you and Minerva. And Minerva tells you, like, oh, they just pushed right past us. He is very rude.
Please follow the rude person.
Alrighty. Following the rude person again, and she'll lead you out there outside.
Vinny,
Jim-
I need to check Sari.
Well, give me a second. So, I imagine that it takes them a while to, actually get outside. When Vinny gets outside, he stops and sets Sari down.
Okay.
And then he just goes to the edge of the path, and he's just kind of, doing the whole panicking, pacing thing, pulling the slobbery pills from his pocket and taking a couple.
I mean, they're probably a little bit dry by now, but
But they've been a kind of sealed container, so they're probably still like melting and
They're
gross.
probably like slimy.
Ugh.
And alright, so as soon as everybody gets outside, everybody give me a quick discipline roll.
Okay.
So 11. So, Ping,
18.
your sanity stays the same.
Yay.
Jem got
Sari, yours goes up.
Jem got an 11 and Boo got a 10.
Okay, so Jim and Boo's sanity stays the same. Sari's is at 7. Vinny, what was yours again?
They fixed the
18.
You go up to 6.
Nice.
All right.
Can I cast my magic on Sari?
Yes, you absolutely can. I need that book, kiddo. Thank you. Cat was on the book.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
I'm just looking up the DCs for life magic here. Yes, go ahead and roll magic engineering.
Seven.
Oof. You try to use your magic, but it just sort of fizzles out on you. And you remember that you have a first aid kit that you might be able to use.
Sweet.
But your magic didn't work very well.
I suck.
Can't,
Okay.
You can try again, but yeah, your first attempt didn't work, and you do remember that you have a first aid kit.
Can I attempt a reroll?
Yes, you can. Doesn't cost a reroll. You just try again because you're out of combat.
Oh, okay.
In combat, it costs points to do it every time.
Gotcha.
Out of combat,
15.
They just auto reset.
Back.
Perfect. So you can heal an ally for 1d8 hit points. So you roll 1d8, and then Sari will get that many hit points back.
Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this.
/ roll space 1d8. Alright, so
3.
Sari, you get 3 HP back.
Sari does?
Yes.
Okay. Did her wound heal, or is she still bleeding?
You can see that,
No, I can't.
oh, sorry.
Oh, toss.
So Minerva can see and relays to you that the bullet has popped out of the wound,
Yum.
and the entry wound has closed up, and it still looks red and tender, so she still has some tissue damage, basically, but
Yeah.
it's mostly healed. It's
Cool.
enough that she would be able to walk now.
Oh, good. Are you okay, Sari?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Let me know if you need help with pain or anything.
Thank you.
It's what I'm here for. Or something.
All right. Where do you all want to go now?
Well, give Vinny a second. He's fending off a panic attack.
Okay.
Vinny, did you
he's
take
still-
more pills?
He's not responding to that. He's basically like pacing back and forth, just kind of like. He's like, I'm not. I thought I was ready for this. I'm not. I just want Maria back.
I lean over to Minerva. Who's Maria?
Does this Minerva know who Maria is?
I don't know. Why would she? Unless she knows Professor Augustine, and Vinny isn't from like a rich family or anything, so I don't.
Okay. I just couldn't remember if any had mentioned who he was looking for, like if he was also looking for his sister.
Oh, he did mention Maria to Sari.
Okay.
Maria, the White Swan, specifically to Sari to kind of spark her memory to see if she knows where she is.
Okay. So, Minerva just kind of leans over to Ping and goes, I assume that's maybe a family member, like a sister or something.
Huh.
Is there like a tree or something nearby?
Yeah, there's like actually a palm tree right by the edge of the property.
Okay.
palm tree.
he's- Don't ask questions that you don't want answers to. No, I'm kidding.
I don't even know what a palm tree is.
So, Vinny goes over to the tree and just kind of does this number against the tree.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out what to do and how to continue, because he's fairly certain that maybe he's not ready to face Professor Augustine after all.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything, or is there anything else you want to do in this particular area?
I'll feel around with my stick.
Okay. You feel around, and it feels just like a big giant sort of patio. There's some rusted patio furniture. It's not in the best shape, but if somebody wanted to sit in it, it probably wouldn't collapse. Some dead flower beds that you can kind of feel that the plants are dead. You kind of tell from the shape that it's probably a flower bed. And then some grass that goes out from there at the edge of the patio.
Can I go discover what a palm tree is?
Sure.
Dope.
It feels like Vinny's coat.
So
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Minerva is
Like,
kind of
what the
staying with
fuck?
Sari at the moment. So, but she's kind of got her eye on Ping to make sure she doesn't fall or anything like that. So you can make your way over to the palm tree and yeah, you start feeling the tree.
Whacking it.
Yeah, hitting it. It feels kind of fuzzy and rough on the outside with these large, these large sort of scale-like pieces of wood coming out of it.
Huh.
God,
It smells
watch
smells
where
kind of
you're
nice.
going. And then he leaves the palm tree.
Ping is very concerned as to why this tree doesn't seem to have any branches or foliage.
Yep, it just seems like a giant trunk with very rough bark that's huge.
I ask Vinny, what the fuck is this thing?
Vinny looks at Minerva like, I'm not going to answer this question. Do not have the mental capacity to answer this question right now.
Minerva just rolls her
It's
eyes.
a stupid question. It's not worth my time.
Minerva
Ping's
just
like,
rolls
no,
her
too good to answer the
eyes
blind person. I see how it is.
and answers Ping and goes, It's a palm tree. Usually find them along the coast. But they're in other places too.
Are there hands on it?
No, that's the bark. It's kind of like really, really big bark that grows up at like scales. All the foliage is at the top.
This tree's an idiot.
Minerva just laughs and goes, I've never met an intelligent tree at all.
Oh my
Oh, we have done
goodness.
extensive research.
She's like, research? Really? I would love to compare notes sometimes.
Good. Mine are all in my head. I can't write shit down.
Oh, that makes sense. You should dictate them to someone and have them write them down for you.
Yeah, no, when I had labs, I did.
Okay, so Vinny's finally coming to a conclusion here. He's basically been processing. He's like, he actually settles down and sits next to Sari. He says, I may not be able to rescue Maria, but maybe I can rescue you. We're going to get out of here.
Sherry looks up at him with these big eyes, and there's like pools of tears in them. And just nods her head.
Sari and Vinny, give me a gut feeling check.
A gut feeling? Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, I just kicked my kitty. He was under the desk.
You monster.
Oh,
Lame as
I hate
for
when
the
I do
shade.
that. I hate when I do that.
oh
I swear,
baby.
I stepped on my dog because she didn't move out of the way in time, and I told her, Daisy, move out the goddamn way. She didn't move.
And now he's licking my foot like
You
it's all
monster.
okay, and I feel horrible.
Aw.
My cat will like get underfoot on purpose when I'm walking and like carrying food or something.
I'm pretty sure all cats do that.
Yeah,
Because,
and
like,
it's
and
and then when I accidentally step on them, they look at me like, "How fucking dare you?" Like, 'cause you got in my way.
Okay, that's a 25 for gut feeling.
Okay. Your spidey senses are tingling. Sari, what did you get? 14?
Mhm.
You don't really notice anything.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Vinny is
So-
immediately going to pull her up to her feet and away.
Roll nimbleness real quick.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a 28.
Okay. So give me another gut feeling check, Vinny.
Okay, that's an 18.
Okay. So, we're gonna go play by play here. You get the spidey senses. Sari, you have zero idea what's going on. Vinny grabs Sari and pushes her out of the way, or pulls her out of the way. As you're pulling her up, you get an odd feeling about the spot that you're about to put her in.
So I'm pulling her back?
Okay, give me another nimbleness check.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Raven. Raven. Okay. You know what? I don't know if you realize, but I'm operating in a very small space, so usually my dice like hit the keyboard and it freaks me out. This is not the time to do that, dice. Okay. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay. 29.
Okay. So you grab her, pick her up, and you go, whoa, that's not a good spot. So you move over here, and you go, oh, that's not a good spot. Give me nimbleness one more time to put her in a third spot.
Nat 20!
Nice. So you get her to the third spot. Give me another gut feeling check. Last one.
20.
Okay. So, just a 20?
Yeah, 20 straight up and down.
Okay. So, we'll save the rest of the rolls then. So, this is what everybody sees. Vinny just
It's
out of the
I can
blue.
imagine him like pulling her like I don't know, they're doing like swing dancing or whatever, right?
Everybody sees just out of the blue. Vinny grabs Sari, picks her up, moves her to one spot, then a second spot, then a third spot, then a fourth spot, and then sets her down. Sari, you've just been picked up and like shaken around like a rag doll, and put down on the ground. Everybody does see, however, portals opening up under the ground where Vinny was moving her around to.
Vinny probably yells
Except-
as
Except for Ping,
or
who hears them.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Vinny probably yells as these open up around him, and he goes. He probably snarls, "She's mine!"
At that, you hear the speakers from the reception going, that's new. Maybe you're not so predictable after all.
So, Vinny at this point, finally, after all this time of going in blindly and everything, turns to the group. It's like, Minerva, you are a detective. Get us out of here.
Nerva's like, a detective? Guess kind of. I mean, we
Fine,
could just...
you're fucking a detective in the future. I don't fucking care. Use those damn skills and get us out of here.
Well, if it's in the future, I don't have those skills yet, but I would assume just, backtrack? Go back the way we came? I mean, all I see out here is a lake, and I don't think we want to go into the lake. We could try going around the building, maybe, if you wanted to, but otherwise, I think the only real way to get back is to go back to the front door.
Fine. And with that, Vinny grabs Sari and puts her on his shoulders again. Not asking permission, by the way.
Okay.
And starts hurrying the direction they came.
Alright. You do that. And you end up... You end up back here. There's no dent in the wall.
Of course! Alright, and there's no door
Just two hallways.
in the corner.
Nope.
Okay,
Just two hallways.
gonna follow the arrow.
Alright, so you go down the left one. And end up here. And there's a hallway with a door at the end of it, which looks different. There's still a dent in the wall here from before.
Oh, good. That's a good clue.
But the door at the end of the hallway looks different this time.
Gut feeling.
Okay.
Okay. That's 16 plus 22.
22. You get the feeling that this is the same hallway where you hit the door. The one that you found Sari sitting in the wheelchair. But it looks like the door at the end of the hallway goes to a different location than it did before.
Do I have any, like, spidey senses about it at all?
Nothing specific. The whole area feels like bad news.
Of course.
So it's
All
like
right, well,
6 of one,
he's
half dozen of
gonna-
the other. You feel uneasy about whatever's behind that door, but you also feel uneasy about whatever's behind you.
All right. Well, he's going to go forward.
Okay. Anybody else have input on that? You've all noticed, with the exception of Ping, but Minerva noticed and explained it, that it's the same hallway, but there's a different door at the end. Any input from everybody else?
Seems sketchy.
Do you have a better idea? No? Then I'm
Will,
going through this
I don't
door.
want to go through a door that I don't know where it leads to.
That's been this entire afternoon.
I was gonna say that Minerva would probably chime in and be like, well, to be fair, that's been every door we've opened so far.
You know what? I don't want to hear your shit.
Minerva just looks at Ping and goes, well, apparently now we have 2 rude people.
May I make a suggestion? Hey, strong guy,
What?
can you throw a rock down the hallway, please? Tell me what happens.
I have to open the door first.
Well, I mean, there's a hallway to the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's just
can you
the-
actually hit that door?
The door at the end of
With-
the hallway is right here.
Can you throw a rock into the hallway? Because last time we went down that hallway, we just kind of ended up somewhere else.
He fires a flare.
That works.
He didn't learn his lesson from last time.
Go ahead and do your attack roll.
Okay. Okay.
Ugh,
That's 19.
Bless you. Yeah, you shoot the flare. It hits the door, smacks right into it, falls down on the ground, and it starts burning some dried leaves harmlessly on the tile floor, right at the door. Minerva goes, so you said throw a stone, so he decided to pull out a flare gun and shoot a flare at the door.
I
the
am
smell
not
is?
reaching down. I have a girdle on my shoulders.
Yes, that's what the smell is.
I
And
thought someone just farted.
she's like, well, he's very rude, you never know. And it hit the door, and it fell down, and now it's set some little leaves and things on fire. Doesn't seem to be spreading, though.
Yeah. But nothing weird happened.
It seems like a door. It's
Well, then Minnie's
solid.
going forward.
Okay, we can go forward. If Minerva wants to go with me, I mean, I can go without her, but...
Whatever goes, yeah, why not? So you all make your way down the hallway. As you do, all of you get this impending sense of dread and not quite doom, but it's just a really bad feeling. So everybody give me a discipline check.
$19.
Okay. You're perfectly fine.
10.
Siri, you go down to 6 on your sanity. And the hallway seems to be getting smaller and smaller and smaller as you walk down it.
They're all dead.
Like some of the rooms in Willy Wonka, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing.
19.
Okay. 19, you're totally fine. What about Jim and Boo? Jim?
What?
Discipline roll?
Hold on. We got a 4.
Yikes.
For which one?
Gem.
And Jim goes back down to 1. As Jim walks down the hallway, it's getting smaller and smaller, but the ceiling is also covered in blood and it's dripping down the walls as you get closer to the door.
Oh yeah, now we're in Silent Hill 2!
Boo got an 8.
Reference secure.
Boo also loses a sanity point and sees pretty much the same thing, but the blood's starting to pool in the hallway, and by the time you get about halfway to the door, you're sloshing through it, and it's filling your shoes. Yeah, very lovely. Everybody else, you see the hallway just like it looks here in this picture. You get to the door. It is a double door. So sort of a heavy metal door. With the two latches. It's not like a knob, it's the ones where you put your hand into this sort of like hilt type thing, and then you push down on the latch with your thumb. And they open inward.
They're not the same. 4.2 and 5.1 are the same.
How do you want to open?
Okay. So there's two latches, right?
Think like French doors, but without the windows. And it's just all metal. And they open inward.
Okay. Let's see. He's probably going to ask someone to open it for him because Sari is a target. So he actually defers to Minerva.
Okay. Minerva goes,
Help me open this door.
alright. I guess I can open the door. So Minerva goes up to the door, and her hands are kind of shaky. Everyone but Ping would probably notice that her hands are kind of shaking. Ping, you might notice that her breathing seems a little erratic.
Great.
She,
If the pills weren't slimy, Vinny would offer her one.
she clicks down on the two latches, throws the doors open. I'll describe what everyone but Ping's I will describe what everyone except for Ping sees first, and then Ping, I will let you know what you hear.
Cool.
So, let's start with Jem and Boo. This is what you probably notice first. You see the professor standing over an examination or operating table with a body on the table. He looks up, sees Minerva, and his eyes go wide. He goes, "Ah, you're not the right one. You shouldn't be here yet." It's like, I must have calculated wrong. And then you notice that the professor and Minerva both disappear. The scalpel and clamp or something that the professor was holding clattered to the ground. And the gadget that was in Minerva's pocket, the gold thing that looked kind of like a pocket watch, also clatters to the ground. Vinny, you notice probably the professor first, and then you notice on the operating table the clearly dead body of Maria, with lots of lacerations on the body and cuts, and it looks like her throat was probably cut. It was the thing that actually killed her, but her body looks pretty cut up. Sari, you notice the professor there. And you see this body on the table. And then you notice the professor and Minerva both disappear, which probably is quite shocking to you. You've never really seen the professor do something quite like that.
Yeah.
Ping, you hear what the professor says. You hear Minerva give a little and then nothing except for the clatter of the scalpel and the clamp on the floor. And everybody seems uncomfortably quiet.
Okay. Huh. Is Minerva okay?
Vinny doesn't say anything.
Minerva?
You don't hear anything.
Who is the other voice?
Well, I don't know. Ping would probably recognize the voice as the
Oh yeah,
one
I've
that was
heard
coming
him
over the
before.
intercom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you would recognize that.
Where'd the professor take Minerva?
They just disappeared.
Like through a portal? What do you mean?
No.
They vanished.
Well, I don't like that at all.
So, Vinny clears his throat,
Okay.
and he actually turns to Boo and Jem, because Ping's blind. It's like, do you see someone on that table?
It seems like a dead body. Yeah, they're far from dead. They've been dissected.
There's a dead body in here?
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like to you?
Seems like a girl to me.
How far along is her decomposition?
I'll say like her skin like pale and her body stiff.
Okay.
Um, trying to think of how to describe it. The body is still warm, but it probably looks pale because of the blood loss. So,
Seems like they've just been risen and killed.
so not. She doesn't look like she's stiff. She looks like a rag doll.
Where is it?
Can somebody lead me to this body, please?
Boo grabs her hand to lead her to the body.
We got 300 in.
I don't see what the big deal is. I think this body is much better.
What?
How can you say
Better,
that?
better than what?
Than that one.
What one?
I think that this body, and she points towards her body, is better than that one.
As in, you believe your living body is better than this dead one?
Well, yes.
Well, I mean, I'm not really down for body shaming a corpse, but okay.
Oh my gosh. Vinny, this body suits me much better. It's okay.
Can I roll gut feeling?
She's a ghost.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay. What are you trying to get with your gut feeling exactly?
So, Vinny is trying to figure out the situation, like, is this body real or whatever? That honestly, the thoughts that are going through his head right now is, did I just choose Sari over Maria? When I picked Sari.
So
but now she's saying something about this body's a lot better, and I'm saying if he can discern what she means.
All you're able to get at the moment is that definitely is the dead body of your sister.
Definitely.
It's not an illusion.
Can I put some gloves on and start touching around on the body to see what happened?
Sure. Assuming Vinny doesn't stop you.
Yeah, no. In fact, as soon as she starts like probing at it, Vinny steps forward and grabs her hand.
Whoa.
Stop.
Sudden
You
touching.
blind pervert!
Okay, those two things are completely unrelated to the fact that I do doctor work.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. Let her do what she's to do.
I don't want to screw your dead sister. No offense, she seems lovely.
She's also like a child.
Good to know. Adds to my statement.
Help!
So if you'll
Jeez.
please let go of me, I'll do my work.
Also of note for Vinny, this body of Maria looks exactly like she looked when you left. Hasn't aged whatsoever.
Vinny's like, be respectful and let's go.
Yeah, because I just go around defiling corpses. That's totally ethical.
He knows she can't see that.
I feel sassed. Am I being sassed? I'm trying to figure out just general information about the body, like how old the corpse is, like how long it's been dead.
Like I said, the body's still warm. There's not a lot of blood left in it.
Is there a lot of blood around the body?
No.
Okay, so
Vinny can't watch this. He actually goes to the other, like goes to the wall and kind of, puts his hand against it. He still has, Sari on his shoulder.
So I got.
Okay.
So is Jem or Boo still around me to help me out?
Yes.
Okay, good. So if there's no blood around this body, and you said it's all cut up, but it's still warm, then this body was exsanguinated somewhere else and then brought here. And was probably exsanguinated while alive.
Oh no.
What all the fuss is. That body is obviously useless.
Yes, it is useless.
Or can you not
physiologically
see that?
speaking. Okay, is that a blind joke? Because I already make them all the time, but you don't get to.
It's Maria's body.
Hello there.
Yeah, who?
It's.
Oh, right, Minerva mentioned Vinny's sister? Because he seems to have...
respond.
Alright, well, rude guy who smells weird isn't answering me. I'm just giving you some answers about what is happening here.
Vinny, are you upset?
Well, I would imagine he is if this is his sister.
I wanted to save her. Even if what... Sari, even if you are saying that you are Maria, it still means that you suffered.
Yes, these wounds were inflicted while she was alive. And it looks like
Stop!
one of...
Just fucking stop. I don't want to hear it. I know.
Look, can we find something to cover her up with? Will you feel better that way? Give her some modesty, some decency?
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. I take off my gloves and throw them on the ground.
All right.
So, Vinny. All right. Is there any exits as far as Vinny can see? Just the hallways they came.
Sorry.
Ratman Slitter.
Yeah. Sorry. What were you saying again?
Vinny's going to look to see kind of. He's not looking at Mario's body. He's just going to look around the room and try to see. Are there different doors? Like any way out?
Yeah, there
and
are
just
doors.
Just not looking at the body.
There are
Okay,
doors on the other side of the room, so on the basically the opposite side of the operating table, directly across from where you entered. There are two very similar doors.
So from Vinny's shoulders, Sari's looking back at the body on the table, kind of just longingly, and she kind of whispers, like, she kind of whispers, kind of to Vinny, but like, if he doesn't hear her, like, she's not gonna be distraught, but it's like, do you think I'm as pretty as I used to be?
Well, I can't see the face, but it feels structurally great.
Vinny says, "You're gorgeous," and
You froze.
Hey guys, I gotta go. It's like really late and I need to sleep.
Okay.
So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
All right. Have a good night.
See ya.
Move people around here in a sec. There we go. Now you're back.
yep, internet just farted. That's all.
Okay.
So Vinny just says, "You're gorgeous," and pushes on to the other doors.
Okay. I think I will just let the cameras go for now because we're almost done. As you open up the doors, you step out into a courtyard, and the door behind you disappears and turns into a brick wall. Ping, you can hear birds and feel air, like breeze, and smell plants. And you hear sort of like stones being stacked on each other sounds as the doors turn into a wall.
Great.
And as you step out, Vinny, you can see up here, standing in the window, let's see, oh yeah, Blair, I know. I'll fix it next time because we're almost done. So he's standing right up there in the window, Professor, the professor guy, he just laughs and says, "Sorry about that. Minerva always has been unpredictable, and I wasn't quite ready for her yet."
You will have more to be sorry for. And just keeps walking.
As you walk, he just laughs and goes, "I have more to be sorry for than your pitiful existence could affect."
So he's like in front of us?
He's at the window, right?
Yeah, he's standing in the window. It's the third story. Sorry, I thought that was paying to the party.
No.
Oh. Yeah, no. So Vinny doesn't even like look at him. He just keeps walking off, and yeah, that's what he says as he walks off.
I shout up at him, "Can we please have Minerva back?"
He just kind of pauses at that question and laughs bitterly and goes, "If I had a dime for every time I've asked that question." He just kind of trails off for a bit. He looks at Ping and goes, "I have no control over Minerva or where she comes and goes. Not for lack of trying." And he looks over at Betty and goes, and Sari, goes, "Enjoy your reunion while it lasts." Then he hops off the window and disappears before he hits the ground. And that's where we'll end.
Douche.
Oh, good.
Not you, Raven.
No, I know. No, the professor is a douche.
Vinny's well aware he's a douche.
Yeah. No, he's a very unlikable dude. Oh, well, let's yeah, thanks, Blair. Let's wrap up. We'll start with Lisa this time, since I had a brain fart at the beginning and skipped over you.
Unforgettable. Yay.
Tell us a little bit about you. What was your favorite part of the game today? And then where you'd like people to find you on the internet, if anywhere.
Yeah, so I'm Lisa, and I had a lot of fun with this session. Super great. But yeah, usually I'm under the name Goody Booty or Arachne Queen, and I have an Instagram, not super active except on my own personal Facebook, but that's different. You can check out the band I'm in, which is Cadus.
Oh, cool.
So
if you've got a link to the website or something, definitely pop it in chat.
let me see. We have a public Facebook page. Let me find it. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. All right, and then hop over to Riley here, who did an amazing job at Sari.
Yay.
You did so good.
I mean, I knew you were going to be great at it, but holy crap, that just blew expectations out of the water.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, fantastic job. Tell us a little bit about you, where we can find you on the web, and then what was your favorite part?
So I'm Riley. I don't have anywhere to specifically point you where I'm super active on the web right now, but yeah, I thought it was all just really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, this group is like amazing. It was really cool, like seeing like this stuff, like being blind like that is just hilarious, and Lisa was doing an amazing job of making sure that she could not see. And
Yeah, well done.
and then just, you know, Vinny, just well played, very bullheaded and just straight to business. Just doesn't care about what's going on around him. He's just following the dude. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This his flaw is the berserker, or one of his many flaws.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got lone wolf and berserker. So
Yeah.
Well, and
and the powerful enemy.
oh gosh. Well, and I just love like conspiring with Raven.
I know.
That was a lot of
I was
fun.
there.
That was a lot of fun.
I was
a
there
lot
on
of
the
fun.
chat and could only hear tap 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 tap. I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been great this whole session. Just messaging Riley back and forth, going like, yeah, hold on. Yeah, they're about to do this now.
I mean, Vinny finally put 2 and 2 together, but
Yeah. Awesome. Well, speaking of Vinny, let's pop over to Rowan. Tell us a little bit about you, where we can find you, and then what was your favorite part, and how are you coping with this news about your sister?
well, believe it or not, I am not the only gem. That's
Yeah,
not me. I'm that. So I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. I do art, including the Raven that Raven uses, things like that.
Yeah. This is the right way.
You can find me on Instagram, Etsy, Redbubble as Madame Pirate, or here on Twitch, DeviantArt, and Facebook as Rowan North. Tomorrow we should be doing R&R streaming, where we basically Game Grumps style go through a game.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's right. Tomorrow's Sunday.
It's
been
Sunday,
hard to remember
I know
what day it
feels
is. For any that don't know, I did a 24-hour stream yesterday / this morning, so that's why I'm a little frazzled.
Well, you managed to pick up pretty well, though.
Thanks.
Like at the beginning, you were just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Finally, you got the groove.
Yeah, I had to catch my bearings for a second there.
So I think my favorite part, first off, was the moment where Finny was like swing dancing with Sari, just pulling her around
That was
back
great.
and forth. And just that moment where he decided that he would do his best to rescue Sari, and Maria will have to come later.
Okay.
Because then he kind of switched gears. Finally, his mind wasn't so caught up in revenge.
Yeah, that was neat to see.
Finally. So, I mean, Vinny isn't sure what's going on, like with Maria or whatever. I mean, like as I said before, the way that he's thinking right now is that no matter what, I picked Sari. So even if she isn't Maria, I'll take her. So I mean, there's a little bit of that feeling like maybe it's an imposter, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So that's how Vinny's taking it. Regardless, he has come to a decision that he's going to protect this girl, whoever this girl is.
Okay. Well, very awesome. Well played, everyone. One little last snippet of information I'll leave you with, because like I said, I believe it came up very, very briefly in the last game we had at the Asylum. But through your searchings and everything in the Asylum, you most likely would have come across this. The name of that particular professor, what the moniker he goes by, is just Professor X. And no, that's not an X-Men reference. So Professor X period. So have fun thinking on that for the next week. As Rowan said, I will be on R&R streaming tomorrow. We don't think we've set a time yet, but I will be announcing when we're streaming on Twitter and Discord. And then Monday, feel free to come back here to this channel. We'll be doing Super Anime Fighters Dokkan Club, tabletop RPG. which is a tabletop based on pretty much every fighter anime trope you could possibly think of. It's very silly and a lot of fun, and we have a lot of laughs. And the time for that should be on the schedule in the panels below. And then, yeah, Tuesday we'll be back to doing video games for a bit too. But yeah, everybody have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's go raid somebody real quick. And what are some ideas for a good raid call from the game tonight while I set this up?
I want to do one of like King's lines about "No, I can't see that" or something. I don't know.
Well, I didn't see anything.
You're breathtaking.
Okay. Any other ideas? Let's go read Madam Gandalf.
How about this tree's an idiot?
This tree's an idiot.
Yes. Yes, that one definitely yes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Alright, let me just go ahead and put in... our other emote hasn't been approved yet, so we're going to go with the coffee cup this time. This tree is an idiot.
How do I raid? Do I hit leave where it says Raven is raiding Madame Gandalf?
Oh, no, you don't have to do anything. There's the raid cry. Yeah, just hang tight, and I'm actually going to hit the raid button in just a second, and then that'll take us over to Madame Gandalf's channel. Definitely stick around for her. She's freaking amazing. She's actually the streamer who kind of introduced me to tabletop streamers, which got me into doing this. So she's really cool. Definitely check her out and give her a follow too. But yeah, we'll do the raid cry is "This tree is an idiot," and I'll see you all over there.
Got it.
And I'm going to unmute this so I can actually hear as we go in. There we go.
What?
Yeah, this is the new types of the raids. But thank you guys so much. That was great.
God, I love that gif.
Oh, that's funny.
I've never seen that one before.
You've never seen that?
I've never seen that one before. Oh no. I'm alarmed.
Okay, now I can mute the laptop. But yeah, thank y'all. That was so much fun. I enjoyed the heck out of that. And yeah, seriously, Riley, you did creepy, insane girl so well.
Thank you.
Now because I can't do shit.
Like, I was
what?
actually a little concerned at first because I didn't realize initially that you were doing that in character. And I was like, is Riley okay?
Yeah, that took me a second too. I was like,
It's like, what just happened? And then I realized, oh.
Oh, her character is wackadoodle.
Yeah, so it was convincing enough that I thought you might have a problem there for a second. And I got really concerned about you for a moment. That's how convincing it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was fun to play.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm so excited. That was really great.
Dude, okay, sorry, Lisa, you don't know this reference, but I'm gonna reference Grimm this past week. I just want you to know, since Jonas is 6 years old, he said thing out of anger and burned a tree down as a 6-year-old. He doesn't have a vendetta because he's 6. Like,
Oh yeah.
like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, I'm so angry, and then like, he's just gonna get distracted. He's still gonna be sad, but he's just gonna be like, whatever, magic. Woohoo.
as someone with a 4-year-old, that feels accurate.
Yeah. Well, once again, Jonas hasn't been told fully what happened because technically, the person who killed Alexis is dead. That's Brody, you know.
Yeah.
Technically.
So I mean, if somebody were to tell him that, he would probably be like, "Oh, okay, then I guess I don't have to do anything."
I literally don't know what's happening
Thank
right
you
now
so much,
in Madame
Raven. I
Gandalf's
greatly
channel, but I'm
appreciate it. so sorry
extraordinarily
about that.
concerned.
My OBS for some reason froze for a
What the
moment.
hell did I just watch?
For a hot
Okay,
minute, I
anyways.
could not do anything with OBS. And right now, OBS isn't letting me move it
That was
either.
weird. Okay.
OBS
Alright.
is
Yeah,
going
no,
on with my computer.
but don't
in
worry,
general,
Jonas will
it
get more
seems,
of a
on my
better
extra
explanation
screens.
later.
I
hopefully.
normally have everything pulled up on my extra screen. Raven,
I mean,
Everyone's
even
not
if
in a
he
good state.
welcome.
even
to
if he
me asking people
doesn't,
delightful
like, I
question,
do think this is a
the
good
ever so
opportunity for
friendly
Jonas to
question
grow just a little bit,
of, you
so
know,
that
are you a
like
psychopath?
they can
You know,
actually use
everybody
his
asks their
powers
friends this from
for
time
the
to time.
main purpose
There's no
instead
reason why
of
they
Jonas's
shouldn't ask
purposes.
their friends this from time to time. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Like, that is my
we had
hope.
just gotten to
That
this
is my hope.
scenario.
We'll see what
Where-
happens. Dun, dun, dun. We'll find out on Wednesday. Whoa.
Indeed. Looking forward to Wednesday.
Speaking of, it was super great to meet you, Goody Booty.
Oh, thank you. You too.
That was super fun. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that Vinny is the worst
It's okay. I forgive him.
when it comes to people's skills. Like, I'm like, he has no fucks to give about this blind person right now. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Oh,
I
you should,
played a game where I was a drug dealing madame in
That's
a
awesome.
post-apocalyptic kind of world, and like people would come to me, I need money. I'd be like, that's nice.
Cute. You're cute.
What are you gonna do for me to get it? It's not free. Like, I'll lend money, but I collect interest.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And would Stone Cold have anyone who hurt I called them my girls, but I had a variety of gender and gender expression. Anyone who hurt them, I had another character who was played by a friend that I would just be like, could you just like kill him?
Oh, that's
And he'd just be
hilarious.
like, yeah, sure.